and welcome back to the Ash Williams Show. My name is Ash Williams, and I'm fired up. I'm in my Caliber suit. Please stop calling me Caliber. I promise you I will return the suit soon. I'm physically wearing it at the moment, so obviously I can't take it off now. Plus, I'm broadcasting the Ash Williams Show live from a sex balcony in Sydney. Boom, baby. There's no live sex to speak of currently. If that situation changes, I will report live. Of course, I am just adhering to Ed Cavalier's demand that if there is any live sex at all, I must commentate, or he's going to take away my podcast recording equipment, which is his. So I must acquiesce to Ed's demands. Here's something. If there's no gay sex to commentate in the next, week, how's this? I'll have gay sex on my balcony. What do you reckon? For the podcast, of course. Content. It's content, mum. I know my younger brother's a medical doctor. Okay? I'm making a difference in the world too. I'm going to have gay sex on this balcony next week. Here are my prices. For me, I've got to think about this. For me to be the top, which is the giver, this is all consensual as well. I'm not doing anything illegal. 750 grand. All right, for me. All right, 750 grand for me to penetrate a guy. I'm straight, by the way, at the moment. But I'm straight. I will do 750 for penetration. That's cash. That's got to be cash in a suitcase kind of thing. That'd be cool. After I climax, all the cash just spits down from the ceiling like I've won Sale of the Century. Final prize like that Carey guy. Remember Carey? It's a really tough reference. He was the Sale of the Century champ. And for me to be penetrated, per se, that's $3 million. You can do what you want for 10 minutes. This is real. This is not me making up hypotheticals on a balcony, okay? I've got the recorder on. I'm broadcasting to you in your car, in your house, in your prison cell, wherever you are. I'm talking to you. If you want to do this deal, maybe you're a businessman and you want to see this happen. Email theashwilliamsshow@gmail.com. 750 grand. Oh, shit. If someone actually stumps up the money, I'm going to have to do it. And I'll give 5% to charity. Moving on, the magnets are officially coming. I apologize for the delay. 20 magnets are currently in production. I know we initially said 100, but similar to the ABC, we've had to cost cut, and now it's 20. All right, 20 magnets coming through. I got an email from Moccona, finally. They responded to my incessant direct messages. How much more do I have to plug? I speak about Moccona more than anything. By the way, I've had 15 Mocconas today. I'm fucking fired up. I just kidnapped a guy at the supermarket. Anyway, we've got to stay on track. Okay, Moccona emailed and said they're interested in doing a deal. They're going to get someone from their brand team to call me. Moccona, we're waiting for your call. Also, big shout out to Nespresso. I'm also in talks with them. So, Moccona, guess what? There's someone banging at my back door if you disappear. Nespresso. Great place. Also, if you want a free coffee, go into one of their retail stores, pretend you're buying a coffee machine, and enjoy a free coffee on me. All right? Ideally, go up to one of their trainees. Okay? They've got lots of trainees in those stores, and that's why I like them. Shout out time. Big shout out to Caliber Suits again. Please stop calling me. I will return your suits as soon as I can. I wore your Caliber suit on the Today Show this morning with Sonia Kruger. Okay, and she loved the Caliber suit. Oh, yeah. Now it's time to hear from one of our brand new board members. First time in the Ash Williams Show history, we've been approached by a potential board member. His name is Mike Goldman. Yes, and Mike's paid an undisclosed sum to become a board member, and we welcome Mike to the board. You might know Mike as the voice of Big Brother, also the voice of all of the meerkats on Meerkat Manor. No, I'm not talking about the Compare the Meerkat ad. I'm talking about the original Meerkat Manor, baby. And also, Mike's driving in the Mongol Rally from China to Mongolia, raising money for the Charlie Teo Foundation at Mongol Rally Men on Instagram if you want to get on board. Also, a big party at Bondi Public Bar, June 19 at 6:30. Also, something we haven't done for a while is go around the grounds with our current board members. I just mentioned Sonia Kruger. She's great. Saw her today. She's got the Voice semi-finals coming up this Sunday on 9. Ben Fordham, he's number 1 in the ratings on 2GB. Big shout out to Benny Boy. Ed Cavalier climbing up the FM dial in Sydney on 2Day FM. Tony Martin, Sizzletown podcast. Get an earful of that on iTunes. Barefoot Investor, his audio book, still at number 1. Shout out to the Barefoot. And lastly, Pete Evans, who's just uploaded another nude photo to the gram. And this one is of his ass crack. And I got to tell you, it's freshly bleached. And it's almost as white as his teeth, which I thought was impossible. But we're going to get that photo live on our socials. Let's check out the Ash Witham Show socials. We're sitting on 92 followers on Instagram and 89 on Twitter. So we are flying. Email time. This one's from Mark Sembley. Ash, what's your favourite comedy TV show? Good question, Mark. Also, great email. That would have to be A Current Affair with Tracy Grimshaw. That's a funny show. And I piss myself most nights. Another email here from Timmy Broadway. Hey, Ash. Long-time listener, first-time emailer. I want magnets, man. I'm a working musician every weekend playing weddings and pubs all over Newcastle and the Hunter Valley. I literally see hundreds of people each weekend I perform. Can you spare 2 magnets? One for my car as I drive into my shows and another for my speakers that I use. My speakers have metal casings and could have a magnet placed on them for some sweet, sweet business exposure throughout the gig as well. You'll probably tell me to fuck off. Magnets are too expensive. But hey, the offer is there. Winky face. Love the show. Peace. Tim. Tim, appreciate that. What I'll do for you, bro, is I'll send you out 1 magnet. Kids, we've only got 20, all right? If you prove your worth in the magnet game, guess what? Another magnet coming your way. I'll also send out a bunch of free posters for you to promote the show at your gigs. All right, there's a lot going on. A brand new segment with the Ash Witham Show. It's called I Can't Say Who. It's a segment I used to do with Ed Cavalier on a podcast, but it's coming back for the first time on this show. It's where I talk about a celebrity, but I can't name them, otherwise I'll be sued. So, I was in Coles, right, just on the weekend, and I see this girl, you'd know her, at the cheese section, and I walked up to her, and let's call her Sally Bags. Sal, let's just call her Sally. Sal. So I go up to Sal. I go up to Sal Bags. I said, Sal, what's in your basket? And she goes, oh, hey, Ash, I didn't know you lived around here. I said, yeah, I love it. And she goes, oh, I'm just looking for white dips like tzatziki because I'm going to a teeth whitening party and nobody wants to stain their teeth. I said, sounds like a bit of fun. And I said, I suppose you're looking for some white wine? And she said, yeah. I said, can I suggest Banrock Station for a nice night with no stains? By the way, if you don't know any of my Banrock Station references, be careful on that stuff. Be very, very careful. Wear a nappy, if you know what I mean. Also, I'm going to say this too. In that same Coles, it's a real show business hot pot. This is who I've seen in the last week. I saw Danny Minogue, Maddie J from The Bachelor, and Timo Matic. Timo Matic. That's right, Timo Matic from So You Think You Can Dance. Same Timo Matic. All right, let's get a Timo Matic update. Timo Matic was known as Timo Matic about 10 years ago and then went to Timomaji, his birth name. And then he went back to Timo Matic and then he went back to Timomaji. And right now, as it stands, and the date today is Friday the 8th of June. He is known as Timo-matic. Okay, so make sure if you see him at Coles, don't yell out Timo Margie. He won't know who you're talking to. It's Timo-matic. It's Timo-matic, baby. All right. In the news, yesterday, the poo jogger's identity was revealed. This guy's been doing poo on driveways in Brisbane in Australia. And it's been revealed that this notorious poo jogger is a corporate high flyer. Okay? And like people are up in arms saying that this guy shouldn't be doing dumps in driveways and stuff like that. And I am outraged. I'm like, this guy is 65. Yeah? He's about to retire. He's worked his whole life climbing the corporate ladder. And what, he can't take a dump in a driveway? Brisbane's now a nanny state. It used to be the last bastion of a place to take a dump in a driveway. Now you can't even do that. We're losing our culture. Speaking of poo joggers, I've been offered a free colonic. This is a real thing. I'm getting a free colonic next week. And no, it's not a mug of Moccona, even though they do the same thing. A free colonic at a really classy place in Double Bay. So I'm going to get that colonic happening, and I'll report to you on how that goes. And just continuing on from that colonic too, I was in the waiting room, and actually, I can't really say this, but I'll just say I saw a very famous actor. And I'm going to give the first cash prize. You know what? The money that Mike Goldman paid me, which was, I'll just tell you, it's $100. Goldman paid me $100. I'm videotaping this too. So if this ever makes it to the internet, I'm now holding up the $100 that Goldman paid me to the lens. I'll try and get it on YouTube. If anyone can guess who the actor was in the waiting room at the colonic place, you are going to get $50 cold hard cash. That's the game for this week. Who was the actor? I'll give you a clue. I'll give you 2 clues. 1, you'd know him. Second clue, a very famous Australian film. Like iconic. That's 3 clues. Email ashwithemshow@gmail.com if you want the $50. That's free money. I'm throwing free money off the balcony. And that's it for the end of the show. Thank you very much for listening. I am going to get out of here. Thank you for everyone, too, who subscribed and commented and rated on iTunes. It really does make a big difference to our bottom line. And I'll talk to you next week as well after I've had my bottom line flushed out. This has been the Ash With Him Show. Thank you very much for listening. Take care. Bye.